season 2 that is coming. I'm just telling you, those that are going to be competing, bring in your A game. This is not something you come casually. Come with your A game, come for it. Like, and season 2 is up. Those of you that didn't enroll, I'm sorry, you have missed out big time. You scammed yourself. You think they were trying to scam you, but you scammed yourself. Thank you.
So, Boss FM 95.5, Abuja carry this one. Say if you sabi sing, you sabi rap. You dey cook, you sabi cook. You dey shop, you sabi chop. Any kind talent, any which one, all of them. You enter for the Naija Boss Factor idea. You be fashion designer. You dey do storytelling. I mean, spoken words. Your own na technology. You dey do TTT with wired.
It happened last year when we had 7 finalists vying for the grand prize, M Grand 7 2021 model worth 11.5 million naira.
For the winner, season 1, Naija Boss Factor, John Ibachole.
This year, it is even bigger and better.
My name is Joel Idadile, the winner of Naija Boss. Those of you that didn't enroll, I'm sorry, you have missed out big time. You scammed yourself. You think they were trying to scam you.
Register for the Naija Boss Factor Season 2 with the sum of 5,500 naira payable to GT Bank account number 0561 094 161. Send payment proof to WhatsApp portal number 0901 625 2525. Go to www.bossfm.ng to complete your registration. Call 0808 237 0000 or 0811 584 1500 for more information. Naija Boss Factor Season 2. Celebrate culture, celebrate life. Terms and conditions apply.
Lubem. First, let's talk the headlines. The headlines: ASUU extends strike by 12 weeks. Away from Africa, dozen killed in DR Congo gold mine attack. Still on the African scene in Somalia. And now the news in detail. Nigeria's President Muhammadu Buhari on Sunday traveled to Abidjan, Côte d'Ivoire, to attend a United Nations organized conference on the future of the land regarding desertification for national and world economies. Presidency's media aide Garba Shehu said in the high-level segment, including a heads of state summit, high-level roundtables, and interactive dialogue sessions. The president, who will participate in a summit of head of state and government between May 9 and 10, joins world leaders for the 15th session of the Conference of the Parties, that is COP15 of the United Nations Convention to Combat Desertification, UNCCD. Empowerment are among the top items on the conference agenda. He stated that President Buhari, who is also the president of the Great Green Wall in Africa, was accompanied on the trip by the Minister of Foreign Affairs, Godfrey Onyema, Minister of Environment, Mohammed Abdullahi. Minister of Nigeria's House of Representatives has cancelled the emergency for today to discuss what the term critical national issues. Instead, its leadership is to meet with critical stakeholders in the aviation sector today to discuss issues on operation. Said the cancellation followed the near resolution of issues that necessitated the emergency session. Findings revealed that the House appreciated the positive concerns, reactions, and contributions of all members to these critical national issues. A statement, however, noted due to the airline operators online under the auspices of Airline Operators of Nigeria, that is AON, who have threatened to shut down flight operations from Monday as a result of high cost of aviation fuel selling for 700 naira per litre. Academic Staff Union of Universities, that is ASU, has rolled over its ongoing strike for another 12 weeks. A statement signed by ASU Press. This was to give the government enough time to satisfactorily resolve all the outstanding issues. It also stated that the rollover strike was effective from the early hours of today, May 9, 2021. ASU said it took the decision after its National Executive Council meeting, which started on Sunday. It added that NEC noted with serious disappointment that the three-man committee set up by the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria on February 1, 2022 to resolve the lingering issues between ASU and the federal government of Nigeria had not ended employment. Chris Ngige last Friday with the ASU National Association of Academic Technologists promised to meet with ASU this week. However, Osodeke, speaking to journalists, said the union had yet to receive any notice of meeting from any federal government ministry. Some of ASU's demands include the release of revitalization fees of earned allowances for university lecturers and deployment of the UTAS payment platform for the payment of salaries and allowances of university lecturers. When we return, news from other parts of West Africa. Don't go away. Welcome back. And now to news from other parts of Africa. Dozens of people have been killed after armed men raided a gold mine in Jugu in the Democratic Eastern Ituri province on Sunday. In a statement, the Ministry of Communication blamed the Codeco rebels group for the attack and disclosed that the government condemned the barbaric acts of Codeco terrorists on innocent people. According to Army spokesperson, the armed forces are working day and night to eliminate the armed groups in the Ituri region. Reports say that 29 bodies had been retrieved from the artisanal mine. Among the dead was a 4-month-old baby. The Codeco group has previously in March and another 60 in February. Militants have freed about 60 inmates, the entire prison population, during an overnight attack on a jail in northwest Burkina Faso. The armed men entered motorbikes, brandishing Kalashnikovs and heavy machine guns. The further ransacked offices and set fire to prison 12 people in northern Burkina Faso, most of them members of the volunteer militia. The country is currently battling a jihadist insurgency that has been spreading across the Sahel over the past decade. A military government seized power in January and ousted President Roch Kabore, blaming him for failing to tackle the jihadist insurgency. Welcome back. This is today. AU condemns attack on Egyptian troops in Sinai. This is as the African Union has condemned Sunday's attacks that killed 11 Egyptian soldiers in the Sinai Peninsula. Egypt said the attack targeted a water pumping station, and Egypt has battled militants in Sinai for years. The Islamic State that is attacks on Sunday. However, in a tweet, the AU Commission chairperson Moussa Faki Mohammed strongest terms the terrorist attack in Sinai. Away from Egypt now to Somali. Somali president has announced a second term for his for his bid in the presidential elections due for May 15th. He was said to be pursuing a second term in response to the Somali people's call and to continue a path of progress and development. His first-term mandate ended in February last year, but he stayed on amid a delay in the holding of parliamentary elections. In Somalia, members of parliament are chosen by delegates appointed by clan elders and members of civil society selected by regional state officials. The members of parliament then vote for a president who leads the country. Farmajo will be facing stiff competition from several candidates, including 2 former presidents. And now to Tanzania, where Tanzania's President Samia Hassan has held an meeting of her cabinet on Sunday night over price hikes of fuel in the country. The country's energy regulator. The cabinet meeting in the coastal city of Dar es Salaam was attended by Prime Minister Kassim Majaliwa, the Ministers of Energy and Finance, among others. The President's office said in a statement that the President directed those present to find an immediate solution to the rising fuel prices in the country. Up next is business news on Africa Today. Welcome back on business. Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation, that is NNPC Limited, has attributed the appearance of queues at filling stations in Abuja, Nigeria's capital, to disruption in loading due to public holidays last week. The corporation, in tweet on its official social media handle in the early hours of Monday, said it was ramping up loading to eliminate the queues. The NNPC Limited stated that one major contributing factor to the sudden appearances of queues is the increased fuel purchases, which is also usual with returning residents of the FCT from public holidays. The post also revealed that the NNPC and the Nigerian Midstream and Downstream Petroleum Regulatory Authority, in conjunction with its marketing partners, have taken necessary measures to ramp up load-outs from all depots. NNPC further assured all residents of the FCT, and indeed all Nigerians, that the country has ample local supplies of stock more than 2.5 billion litres, with sufficiency of more than 43 days. According to the report, the NNPC advised motorists not to engage in panic buying as supplies are adequate, as will become increasingly evident in the coming days. Still talking business matters, Nigeria's airlines say they have called off a plan to ground domestic flights from Monday in protest at the spiraling cost of aviation fuel. It has risen almost fourfold this year, which was unsustainable, the airline operators of Nigeria lamented. The hikes have been triggered principally by Russia's invasion of Ukraine at the end of February, but the airlines say flights will now go ahead as negotiations with the federal government is continuing. The AON said that it had been given some assurances by the governors. This came after pressure was imposed on the government, consumer protection bodies and customers to share the planned shutdown CD. The announcement will come as a huge thousands of air travelers whose plans could have been disrupted, but it is not clear whether the airlines and the Nigerian government will find a lasting solution in their ongoing negotiations. AON, which represents Nigeria's 9 domestic air carriers, are complaining about airlines having to subsidize services over the last 4 months. Passengers in Nigeria pay for fares in Naira. The local Nigeria imports almost all its jet fuel. Prices for goods and services have increased again amongst the recent happenings in Mauritius. The increase takes place despite the riots against the high cost of living that shook Mauritius last month. From Sunday, public invested 1 billion rupees to control food prices. Also, the government is actively consulting with economic and social actors to present the national budget to the population in a few weeks. Mauritius offers many social benefits to its population, amongst which education.
It happened last year when we had 7 finalists vying for the grand prize, M Grand 7 2021 model worth 11.5 million naira.
For the winner, season 1, Niger Boss Factor, Joel!
This year, it is even bigger and better.
My name is Joel.
Naija Boss Factor season 094161. Send payment proof to WhatsApp portal number 0901 625 2525. Go to www.237-0000 or 0811 584 1500 for more information. Naija Boss Factor season 2. Celebrate culture, celebrate life. Terms and conditions apply.
Good afternoon and welcome to bad weather. Ghana got their 2022 WAFU Zone B qualifiers in Niger Republic off to a poor start after losing 2-0 to the Flying Eagles in their group game opener on Sunday. A goal in each half from Amin in the 5th minute after running on a through pass rounded the keeper before firing into the net. And the 78th minute, Abdullahi doubled their lead as he went past a couple of Ghanaian markers before hitting a superb volley into the net. Speaking after the defeat, Zito posited that his players could not perform to their best as this, which contributed to their win against Ghana. Super Eagles fullback Zaidou Sanusi is still in the moon after winning the Primera Liga, describing the triumph as the most important of his life. The defender was the hero of FC Porto in the Portuguese Clásico win against Benfica at the Estádio da Luz on Saturday. The Nigerian international scored a late decisive goal that handed Porto their 30th league title in their career or in their history. For his heroic, the Nigerian was awarded the Man of the Match award. Though delighted with the award, the 24-year-old defender said he felt thrilled to have the Portuguese league title, describing it as the most important thing in his life. The Premier League title was the second title the player has won since joining the Porto 2020 after winning the Super Taça Candido de Oliveira in December 2020. Porto will be able to crown their season with a double when they face Tondela, 16th in the league, in the Portuguese Cup final on May 2022. Former international defender Eric Sekou Chelle says he is ready for the task of revitalizing Mali after being named their over the weekend. The 44-year-old replaces Mohamed Magasuba, whose contract was not renewed after Mali narrowly lost out to Tunisia in the World Cup qualification playoffs in March. Chelle, who has only managed in the lower divisions of French football since retiring in 2014, faces a huge step up after your boss, General and ex-Cameroon coach Wilfred Schäfer. Chelle, born in the Ivory Coast, played his entire professional career in France and won 6 caps for Mali between 2003 and 2006. His immediate task will be to get Mali to the 2023 Africa Cup of Nations tournament in Ivory Coast. Runners-up in the 1972 tournament, the Eagles will face Congo-Brazzaville. Have time to prepare for the start of the Nations Cup qualifiers, where Mali host Congo in Bamako on 4 June in their opening group game and against South Sudan in Cairo 4 days later. The West Africans have also announced a friendly in the United States against World Cup-bound Ecuador on 11 June in Hartford have demanded a neutral venue for the African Champions League final after beating Algeria's Entente Setif in the first leg of the semi-final. The defending champions easily beat visitors Setif, who were reduced to 10 men after with the second leg of the tie set to be played on Saturday. In other Saturday's semi-final, Morocco's Wydad Casablanca beat host Petro Atletico 3-1. The Confederation of African Football, that is CAF, is yet to name a host for venue for final, which is now a one-off match rather than played over 2 legs as it was historically. Al Ahly have written to the Confederation of African Football, CAF, saying that the final should not be hosted by one of the countries of the 4 teams competing in the semi-finals. The letter added that a neutral venue will provide equal chances for the 4 teams. 4 teams, the home advantage in the final contradicts the fair play standards. And that's your sport news on Africa Today. Back to Lubem for the rest of the news. I'm Richard Badung.
Welcome back. You're still watching Africa Today. Thank you so much, Richard Badun. And now the news continues. At least 55 persons have been reportedly killed in separate deadly attacks by bandits in 2 local government areas of Zamfara State during the weekend. And who confirmed the attack at the weekend said the bandits in their large numbers were riding on motorcycles, launched an attack via Sabongeri Damri village around 2 p.m. on Friday. They reportedly killed 9 persons and then proceeded to the Damri community and a personnel of the Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps, that is NSCDC. The outlaws also set ablaze a vehicle belonging to the police, and about 48 persons were reportedly killed in 3 communities of Sabongeri, Damri and Kalahi in Bakura local government area of the state. The bandits, according to Suleiman Hamadu Buhari in a statement by his senior special assistant on media and publicity, Garba Shehu, noted that while there appears to be relatively calm in the state, with situations returning to normal in most parts of the rural community, ready to live their lives normally again. He has told the armed forces to sustain their onslaught on bandits, especially in the northwest, and not to allow them to return to their dastardly act. Buhari also commended the military for the incessant onslaught and for not showing any let-up as they continue to achieve positive outcomes based on their current operational trajectory in the northwest and particularly Zamfara State, which has been a hotbed of criminal activities. And that's Africa Today. Before we go, here are the headlines once again. On the headlines, we told you ASU extends strike by 12 weeks. Also, dozen killed in DR Congo gold mine attack. Somali president announces candidacy for second term. Also told you Ghana coach blames bad weather for defeat to Flying Eagles. Remember to visit us on Facebook at Hills TV, YouTube channel at Hills TV. I am Ainan Lubem. Thank you for watching.